YouTube, what is up? It is Swizzle here, back again with another video, and this video is going to go over how to win the solo mode on Fortnite without building anything. You heard it right. I know if you play Fortnite, you always see people building forts and things of that nature. I don't go that route, at least not in solo mode. I do not. And I'll explain in this video why I do not do that, along with the tips that I use to survive as long as possible. Now, if you notice what my guy is doing right now, I'm kind of hanging out in this bush. Tip number 1, utilize the bushes. They're not there for decorations. They're not there to look nice. There's a reason why some of those other plants you can't go through, and why bushes you can. They're there to hide, to help you hide. And believe me, I take full advantage of that. I'm always checking out areas, trying to find out, where's a good place that I can lay low. And bushes are almost always one of your best options. The reason being is that normally you got about a 360 view around you when you're in a bush. If you go hide in a building, a lot of your view is going to be blocked off, and you won't be able to see everything. When you're out in the open and you're hiding in the bush, you're able to see all around you. So even though other people can't see you, you can see other people and see what they're doing, if they're building something, if they're running somewhere, so you can keep tabs on them and just know where people are. So that's tip number 1. Utilize the bushes. My second tip, this is all going to be about where do you drop into. What part of the map do you go to? Now, depending on which way that the bus is going, if you notice, there's always people that jump off right at the beginning of the bus. It doesn't matter like what part of the map it is, there's always people that are going to hop off right away. And either that's because there's a spot right there, like a big area, and they think they're going to go in there, load up on weapons and whatever else. And normally, most of the people that drop off in those same spots end up dying. That's why you see like that number drop down so fast. That's the reason. So your drop location is extremely important. Where I tend to go to are the places that nobody else is going to go to, or less than maybe 1 or 2 other people. I try to target areas where there might only be like 1 or 2 houses, because you'll still get enough stuff in those locations, and sometimes that's where they'll have some of the really nice weapons, not in the overpopulated areas, but in the small areas. So I tend to try to go to those areas first and foremost, and then I make my way to the other areas after the fact. And it also depends on where the circle is also. So basically, that's where I go as far as drop location. And if you look on the map, you can always see like little houses. So just check out your map, look at where your bus is coming in for, and just try to think like if you have to go a little extra distance to get to one of those areas, believe me, it's worth it. Because the time that it'll take you to get back towards where the other people are, there's already going to be like 30 to 40 people that are gone and eliminated that you don't even have to worry about then. So that's my second tip. My third tip is pay attention to the sound. And I don't just mean the sounds that you hear, but the sound that you're making. Now, if you notice, like right now I'm running here from the storm, and that's another thing you want to pay attention to is the storm, is just make sure that you don't have to run at the last second. I still have plenty of time. I got over a minute left, and obviously I'm very close to the circle, but right now I wanted to get there because my method, which is hiding in bushes, I want to get there before it's too late, and then I got to scramble to try to find something. So I figure while I have time, let me get over here, find somewhere that I can kind of hide out at, and scope out the whole area. And that's precisely, what I'm doing here. And here we go for the sound part of what I was saying. So you can see and hear that person's building over there. And people do this all the time. They build and they're just oblivious, or they just don't care that other people can see them. And as you can see, what did that guy get for building over there? He got blown up. And he got eliminated. All that building and it did nothing. So sound is a huge thing. If you're not crouching, if you're in an area where you think somebody else is there, if you're not crouched down trying to make as little noise as possible, then you're doing it wrong. If you're just running around kicking up dust, shooting at every person that you see, you're going to let every single other player that's in your area know exactly where you are. Now you'll see several times here where I have an opportunity to shoot somebody. This is my third tip. And this kind of actually ties in with the sound part of it. Is getting a kill worth it? As you can see, I got this guy, my sights, and I could have taken that shot right there. And you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Like right now, there's 8 people left, including myself. And being that you're in a smaller area, the map's not spread out like how it is when it first starts. It's a smaller area. Do you want to give away where you are? What if you miss? What if you miss, or if you only take off half that person's health? And then not only do you have that guy that you shot know where you are, everybody else that's in your area just heard you shoot. And so now they know what area that you're in. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth taking the shot? As of this point right now, I made it into the top 10 with 1 kill. With only 1 kill. Right? And the name of this game isn't how many kills can you get. It's all about survival. How long can you survive? That's the whole point of this game. See, I can hear this other person that just shot, and I believe it was that guy that ran across that I had in my scope that built up into that tree. But you can hear where that dude is at, and he obviously didn't kill anybody because you would have saw it pop up there. So he's letting other people know. Me, on the other hand, I'm paying attention to one thing right now. It's anybody around me, and where's the next bush that I can hop into and still be in that circle. I don't know many people that utilize the bushes like I do, but I'm telling you, I recommend it. And you can shoot people while you're in there. Whatever way that you want to play, that's going to be up to you. But if you want to survive and last long, I definitely recommend trying this method. You'll rise up the leaderboard. I'm in first place on my leaderboard, which I don't even know how many people that's out of. But for solo mode, I'm in first place. I haven't won every single time or anything like that. I'm not going to lie to you. But I have won. But I have finished in the top 3, I don't know how many times. In the top 10 and 25. 20 plus times easy, and I haven't even played this that many times. But as you can see, I'm right inside the circle, and luckily inside the next circle already, and I'm in this bush. The bad part is that this bush doesn't really hide me as well, but the good part is that I have that storm right behind me, so I know nobody's going to run up behind me. But right now, basically what I'm doing is I'm still laying low. And not that I want everybody else to kill each other. My way of thinking is I'm not going to shoot somebody unless I absolutely have to. Because I don't want people to know where I am. That's the worst thing that you can do. Unless you're just completely stocked. If you got 100% health and you got a shield up to 100%, you got a rocket launcher, grenade launcher, a legendary scar. If you got all that stuff, then, you do what you want. But as you can see right now, I have a shotgun, I got smoke grenades, some bandages, a sniper rifle, and AR. I have no legendary weapons. I don't even have any purples. And again, so this method not only shows that you can last long in the game with, by laying low like this, but also that you can last long in the game without having to get any of these awesome weapons that this game has. And as you can see, the next circle just popped up, and I believe I'm in that circle as well already. So right now I'm still, and you can see that guy running over there to the left. And believe me, I'm not the only one that sees him, which you're about to find out. So I'm actually just keeping my tabs on this guy right now, seeing where he's going. And I know that, right now there's a chance that this guy might attack me. So I'm thinking in my head, what should I do? Now this other guy obviously didn't have that thought. He just wants to eliminate him. Ran over there and killed him. And now I'm thinking, alright, so do I have to worry about this guy? Can he see me in this bush? And I just got my answer. He shot twice at me and missed. And a lot of people would have tried shooting back. However, I don't play this like a lot of people. Now I see somebody building on the right over there, which this other guy is oblivious to, because he's more focused on me. So I see the guy on the left, to see somebody building over here on the right. And besides those two people, there's me also, right? So, there's one other person, and, I don't want to spoil anything, but the other person is that guy that I originally saw running across, that I had in my scope, that's up in the tree. So he's not in the equation right now. I mean, he's kind of sitting back, kind of like how I am. Not giving away where he is, and letting the fight come to him. So I'm just trying to make sure. Now, if you see that guy that was building over there, try to run up behind this other guy that's been trying to decide how to approach me now for the past minute or two. And he shot that guy that ran out of that area, that little base that he built. So now it's me, that guy, and the guy that was in the tree that just hopped down out of the tree. I waited, let them shoot each other, let him come to me, and I finished them off. So the keys to remember here, again, 1, utilize the bushes. 2, it all depends on where you drop on the map. So be smart. Be as smart as possible when you're trying to find a spot to jump. Don't make it somewhere that's very populated. The best thing you can do is to be by yourself. 3, sound is extremely important. So try not to make any sound. You will from time to time if you want to collect materials and things like that. That's also why it's important to drop to a location where you're the only one there, because you can take all the materials you want and nobody's going to bother you one bit or hear you. And also, tip wise, I would say just be patient. Let the fight come to you. And also, you have to ask yourself, is the kill worth it? So I hope that this video helped you guys. If I did help you, do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe for more content. And if you guys have any questions about Fortnite, if you guys want any help or anything like that, go ahead and just leave that comment or question in the comment section there, and I will get back to you. Thanks again for watching though.